Plaintiff Shirley Banta says her son is engaged to the defendant. And while they lived with Shirley, her son overdosed on heroin, and she performed CPR on him to save his life. Shirley claims earlier this year, her son was arrested for robbing a bank, but he's now getting his life together. Shirley's suing her son's fiancée for an unpaid loan. Defendant Brittany Beatty says she and her fiancé have been together for 7 years, and they have a child together. Brittany claims her relationship with Shirley has always been rocky because Shirley has a gambling problem, and she insists she does not owe Shirley for anything.
Start with you.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for hearing my case. Back in 2009, I was here. I don't think you'll remember me. You've got plenty of people that come in and out.
What were you here for?
I sued my daughter. And for
keeps it in the family.
That's right. Keep the money circulating. That's right. As long as it don't leave the family. Go ahead.
My daughter was hooked on drugs, and
what type?
In your courtroom, I found out she was on OxyContin, marijuana. I knew she was marijuana, cocaine, some of those. They came out, she just blurted them out to you, and I had my mouth down to the ground. And after leaving, she decided to get help because she had peer pressure, and she decided to take your advice.
She had Mathis pressure.
Yeah, probably. But it was. I really want to thank you for that.
Oh, that's great.
And your son and your son's fiance. Tell me about your son first. Why isn't he here?
My son, and May 6th, decided to rob a bank. And he was on heroin. And went in there, and the manager recognized him. Because my husband and I did business with him, this bank, for 30 years.
He was high on heroin that day.
Yes, I'm sure. And she wanted to tell him, you know, do you want to rethink this? But she had to follow a protocol. She gave him the money. He did not have a gun. He did not have a weapon. He just said, I want the money. He's 6'5", you know, skinny as a rail at that time. But I am very proud of him for what he's doing now.
What is he doing?
He went to jail. I got a call from Brittany, and Brittany called me up to come get her. And I said, why? And she goes, well, Jerry and me had a fight. And I thought, okay, well, they fight all the time. And I said, okay. I went over and picked her up. She was in a park with her brother. And she says, I got to talk to you. I got to talk to you. I said, well, just tell me. And she goes, well, Jerry's robbing a bank. I said, Jerry did not rob a bank. Jerry's not that.
This is another one?
No, it's the same. He did do it twice.
Your Honor, he robbed a bank twice.
2 banks?
Yes, the same one twice.
Wow.
He got away
didn't
with
get
it.
away all the time.
The first time he did.
The first
time he got away.
Yeah.
Well, I went back too.
But Brittany,
he got away.
I want to make it clear, Brittany did not
I wouldn't
rob
do
the
it
bank.
at all, but if I were to do it, I'd go back where I got away. I say, hey, y'all know me, because you know what to do. All right, you give me some background, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor. I met Shirley Banta back in 2011. Me and her son has been dating for about 7 years now. We have a 2-year-old daughter together.
A beautiful
me and
little
Shirley's relationship has been rocky the entire time. The cause of that, I kind of feel like, is she has a gambling problem. She does gamble every day of the week.
It's my money. I can do what I want with my money.
And you have a problem with your own money.
It's my money.
Is she borrowing money from you?
She has borrowed money.
No.
Yes.
No, I have never borrowed money from
this
you.
time she didn't.
No.
So she must have hit a lick at the casino, and that's all right. Go ahead. How often, in your opinion, or to your knowledge, does she gamble?
Every day, Monday through Friday, after daycare, and on the weekends.
No.
She gambles.
No, that's a lie.
When we go gambling, Your Honor, we get everything comped.
Right.
She takes me with her. She gets everything comped. I don't spend no money.
She takes money when she goes. And I just wonder now where she stole that.
Let me hear from you on the loan. How does she owe you?
Okay, well, it's a little bit involved, because what had happened was my son had an overdose in my home. And I had to perform CPR, and Brittany come running upstairs, because she was living with me, her and my son, and I performed CPR.
Heroin?
Heroin. Anyhow, when the police arrived and the ambulance, of course, they were cleaning the blood up because he had spit blood up all over. They were cleaning it up. They asked Brittany what her name was, and she told them, and they said she had a warrant out for Brittany. So Brittany got arrested. Jerry went to the hospital. When he came out, he helped Brittany get money on her books. I don't know why Brittany was in jail for that time. During that period, my son got arrested again. I went and got him out. While I was sitting out there, I met a man who was walking in a suit. And I said, I don't know where to meet my son. And he gave me his business card because I asked for it. He told me where I had to go to park down in the bottom of the tombs, down in the bottom. I waited for my son to come out, and I gave him the card. I said, this is the lawyer I just met. He seems like he's a good guy. I was praying about it, find me a good lawyer for my son. I want to get him help. I went ahead and helped him. Then Jerry kept saying, Mom, are you going to help Brittany? And I said, no. Brittany came to me and she said, will you help me? Will you help me? They have a daughter together. She's my granddaughter. I love Brittany. Brittany might not always believe it, but I really do love Brittany and care for her.
I believe you showed her a sign if you loaned her $5,000 to get out of trouble. That's a better sign than talking about it.
Right.
She got out, and I'm very proud of Brittany for getting
And
off.
you loaned her the money to get out?
Yes.
$5,000?
$5,000 to get the lawyer.
Okay. When was she to repay it?
Tax time.
You knew you weren't getting your money, ma'am. You say you've been here before. If you've been here before, you should have known not to go for that. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
I do not owe the money.
Wow.
When she had gave me this $5,000.
I didn't give you the $5,000. I loaned it.
She gave me.
I did not give her $5,000.
She transferred it into your hands, or however she put it into your account. What about it?
Okay. I was gave this $5,000 to get a lawyer. I was literally just supposed to do everything under the court's terms. If I did everything right by that and the case had gotten dismissed, I was under the impression that the money was gave to me, and if I did everything right, then, you know.
It would come back to her.
Lawyers don't give money back.
Yeah.
Lawyers don't give money back to clients.
You're thinking about bond, man.
I've got the check.
But this isn't the first time that she's gave me money, though.
No, I've got a big book of it in the back.
Okay, so it makes sense that this was a loan because, as you just stated, she's always given you money, and you've never had to pay that back. Pardon? So why suddenly, you think? Why do you think she suddenly became the devil?
She has never came to me with a paper and said, here's $5,000. I'm going to write this down, and you need to sign this, and this is supposed to be paid back at this time.
You don't need that. All you need is somebody to say, are you going to pay me back the money I'm loaning you? Did she do that?
Oh.
And you can't even say it out. You can't even tell that lie out your mouth. That's why you're right. That lie was going to be so bad, you did right. Don't even say it out your mouth. Just shake your head. I have to go by who I believe most and who has the most credibility during their testimony. And this is a copy of the check.
Sir.
All right. And is hereby ordered. We got all that, but the question is whether she agreed to pay you back. And I have no evidence to indicate, so I have to go by the testimony and the credibility of the witnesses, and I believe your testimony, and you have more credibility. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff, $5,000.
I just still want to tell Brittany I love her. I did not give you the money. I've loaned you money. You and Jerry both agreed to pay me all that money back, all of it. That means you got to get a job and pay it off. Don't just grin. Don't just grin.
No hard feelings, and I love you. And I don't want nothing bad to go on.
Love you.
Love you.